Hi traders, welcome to this video on the euro dollar and pound dollar. My name is Chris from Elite Currency. And before we take a look at the charts though, I wanted to let you know that we have a new updates coming up on SWAT. So join now, of course, elitecurrency.com/wave analysis trading. SWAT, it's more than just waves. It's about understanding the market structure, but also how to simply trade the patterns that we see on the chart. So join SWAT, and of course, with ECS Live, you'll get live setups and live trading, live analysis, all through the Telegram channel. All right, so this is the euro dollar. It's slowing a little bit down here, quite substantially in the last 24 30 hours, as price tried to break through the 50, then finally managed. Then now trying to do the same with the 61.8 fib and the 110 round level, but really slowing down to a grinding halt almost. Still though, momentum down with the fractals, support and resistance fractals, and price action and the HMA, all of that still well below the 20 EMA. I think that the bears are in control at this moment. And I think that even if prices were to retrace a bounce at 110, 25, 110.40 zone, likely to take price down to the 78.6 fib. Now, price has reached that 61.8 fib I already mentioned on Monday, so that has been fulfilled. So the question is whether that could provide a bigger bounce. And I would only consider that if price really breaks through 110.50 zone-ish, a 110.75 zone. If it breaks through that resistance level with a lot of momentum here, it would be basically breaking through the broken bottoms and the tops here, and the 144 EMA. So if it pushes through that with a lot of momentum, yes, that would change my mind. In that case, I would look for a bull flag or some kind of correction that would not break through this bottom. And I think then in that case, some bullish candlestick pattern could confirm the upside and break further up, and the target could be 112.50. All right. For the moment, though, I'm expecting price to break through 110, hit 109.75, make a consolidation, then move down to 109.50. And the 78.6 fib is also a spot where I'm still expecting a bullish candlestick pattern. So this analysis is maybe not that much different from Monday. That's because really price has not moved away that much. The only thing it did was slowly crawl from the 50 to the 61.8 fib. So ultimately, everything I said on Monday is still valid today. There's not much difference in the situation at this moment. Still thinking this is upside and ABC down, unless really price starts to show very strong momentum and breaks through the 78 and specifically actually the 88.6 fib. The official invalidation level is this bottom though at 108.78. Then full downtrend and continuation, of course. Otherwise, if price stays above these fibs and this one as well, then ultimately this could just be downside and a bounce for more upside. So that's still the same. 1 hour chart, consolidation zone. One might argue whether this momentum is running out of steam. There was very strong here. It's slowing down a little bit, these downsides, right? And now consolidation zone. But ultimately, I think one more lower low is likely because of this consolidation zone. It's just going flat. I don't think that the bulls had enough kind of, support here to really push it higher. Otherwise, they would have done it, I guess, by now. I mean, if it goes sideways too long, that eventually could lead to a bullish rally. But for the moment, I think that this consolidation zone is not too long as yet and is still okay for downsides. It's still indicating the bears are in control for the moment. I see lower lows and lower highs. And the consolidation zone, I think that's still likely to break out. If price goes really sideways for maybe go sideways this week, the entire remaining part of this week, then there could be retracement maybe beginning of next week, for instance, something like that. I'll do a new video, of course, on Monday. But otherwise, I still leaning towards a bearish breakout. If it does retrace higher, I still think that this zone, the 144 EMA, and these tops and bottoms here will play a role in a potential bounce and continuation. Pound dollar, nothing much different. It still going sideways. This is looking a little bit more bullish because of the fact that price is still above the moving averages, and they're aligned to the upside, and price seems to have completed the ABC here and then made a bounce and going sideways. So ultimately this is looking a little bit more bullish from my point of view, but there is no continuation yet. That continuation could happen soon. maybe with the next 4-hour candle. I would like to see it break through this resistance trend line with a good candle close above the 21 EMAs and above this 126, 128.65, 128.75 zone. There we go. And a breakout candle like that could indicate the upside breakout, at least to retest these tops here at 129.75 for the moment. And once it goes up, of course, then that could still be a hefty resistance zone, obviously. There. There we go. So that's the space to the upside for the moment. So that looks good, but breakout candle still needed before that could be confirmed. Hourly charts, big wick, but bullish candle. So indecision yet, but looks like a complex correction has been completed. ABC, 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 maybe 1, 2, 3. Perhaps that's still too soon to say. But if it pushes through 128.75, then it is starting to more look like a wave 3. All right. So of course, if price breaks through this trend line and these fractals, then that could indicate a bearish breakout. It would invalidate the upside, and the breakthrough 128.20 could lead to a fall to test this bottom, but also 127.50, which would be the next kind of important round level on the pound dollar. So from my perspective, yes, there was weak numbers on retail sales. I think it was on the pound earlier, about an hour ago, 1.5 hours ago. I think that effect has, I wouldn't say that has any effect at the moment. They probably created this wick, actually. So it depends a little bit on this hourly candle. If there's another wick, could indicate indecision on a 50-minute chart, then I would probably look for some flag. But if there is a flag, I think the breakouts later on, maybe in the New York session, still more likely. Price is falling at this moment, actually, but I would still think that this zone is support for a bounce. So let's see if that happens in the New York session. If it breaks through this 128.50, 128.45, 128.40 zone, that would be a reason to be a little bit more careful again on the pound. There could be a retest at this bottom. Ultimately, the end of the bullishness is really only if price breaks through this trend line, support trend line, and the previous bottoms here at 128.25, 128.20. All right, that's it for now. That's my view. Not much different, but we'll be back on Monday next week with a new update. Wish you all great trading, and of course, see you soon. By the way, in the meantime, your dollar on the 5-minute chart, as I'm speaking, I see on my other screen, is breaking through this flag. On the 5-minute chart, there was an upside, but a failure to continue here. 5 to 6 candles, not breaking this high. All of that I explained in my SWAT course. Wave 1, 2, 3. This looked like a 4. Respected the 144 and 21 EMA, and also the 38.2 Fibonacci. Now, it's a 5-minute chart that doesn't always play out that nicely, but now price is breaking through the support of that flag here. So I think a fair chance that this might, or soon, maybe not right now because going into lunchtime with London soon, but maybe New York session could see that finally at a break of 110 and a move down to that 109.50 zone. But this first kind of hopeful signal for that. But it's a 5-minute chart, so let's see a few hours from now. That's it for myself. Sorry. Wish you all great trading once again, and see you soon. Cheers.